Alright, but yeah, so we're pretty sure that... Oh god, what was that guy's name? What is his name? Yeah, so we're pretty much, like, confirmed pretty much that Gusteau is the one that killed Frost. So again, I think my theory was correct and I'm actually big-brained and he killed Frost and she was a big fan because Tangaroa was a big fan, and then him killing him caused his reputation to be ruined, and so she hates his ass because she likes both of these people a lot, so she hates his guts. I'm cooking. Forgive me, detective. I didn't mean to put you in a difficult position. Don't sweat it. It was always gonna end this way. Honestly, nobody's ever sidelined me the way he did before. First time for everything, huh? You're bacon. Yeah, I'm bacon. I got the oven. It's stuffed with my stuff. You know, I think you might be right about the body being missing. I am, and I'll prove it in court. Well, if there's anything I can do to help, just say the word. Oh wait, right. I forgot to let the Discord know that we switched games. There we go. Since, you know, I'm off the case now. That's very kind, and I'm sorry to keep asking favors of you, Detective Bad, but there is one more thing. Oh, right. Hold on. I forgot to accept something. Let me accept that real quick. There we go. Whoops. I forgot about that. I got a friend request on Steam from a friend, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll do that on the BRB, and then I forgot. Hey, what are you guys whispering about? Come on, let me in on the secret. Alright, Eddie. The detective and I were just arranging a little insurance for the trial. I think we have enough to see Mr. Tangaroa acquitted. But I'd prefer to have an ace in the hole, just in case. An ace? Attorney? And? What is it? You'll find out in the courtroom. Wait, what? You're letting me join you? Of course I am. You're my assistant, after all. Oh. Wait. Was that... Oh wow, that was immediate! Hold on. Hold on. Okay, so earlier on the VRCana Discord, people were talking about playing Mage Arena, and they're like talking about when anyone's free. And I was like, I don't have Mage's Arena and I'm not doing so well monetarily, so I can't buy it. And then Yasha was like, friend me on Steam. And then she just sent me Mage's Arena. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Twy. So that was very nice of Yasha. Of course I am. You are my assistant after all. I'll be more than that by next year. I'll be a full-fledged attorney, you know? We can take on Mr. Von Karma together. Little does he know. Indeed. Though I'm hoping we'll have freed Mr. Tangaroa by then. But if we're up against Mr. Von Karma, I guess we can't rule out the possibility that this might take some time. Right. We'll do everything we can in the meantime. I know you can beat Mr. Von Karma, Mr. E. I believe in ya. We can't allow Mr. Tangaroa to remain imprisoned for a crime he didn't commit. And we won't. I'll expose Mr. Von Karma's lies if it's the last thing I do. And it was the last thing you do! This is what they call foreshadowing. Whoops. And then he died. Careful what you wish for, man. Yeah, you really shouldn't have said that, buddy. April 2nd, 2:10 p.m., Zodiac Hall Fountain Room. And that's pretty much how things went down. Those are the facts of IS-7 as far as I'm concerned. I'm finally learning the truth about my father's last case. So, what happened at the trial? Well, we lost. Von Karma did a real number on us. They call him the Ace Attorney, yet I've seen so very much artwork of him kissing men. Curious. Ace Attorney, more like gay AF attorney. Either 7 to 4. Really? You couldn't prove that Mr. Tangaroa was innocent? Oh, we could prove it alright. I have a decent little pile of evidence in our favor. Problem was, we underestimated Von Karma. He fought even dirtier than we feared. I can imagine. Secure a conviction at all costs. That was always his guiding principle. Yeah, ain't that the truth? Anywho, the trial dragged on and on. Whole thing took about a year to end. I'll never forget the day the verdict came down. December 28th that following year. Damn, just saw that November 22nd this year, the 360... What?! The 360 will be 20 years old?! It doesn't feel that long ago. I remember the minute... Oh god, yeah, I was... Oh no... What? God, right. Why does time march forward? Why do we inch ever closer to our deaths? Why do video game consoles that still feel new were like 3 generations ago? What the fuck? Stop making time move, please. It's April now, so... Ooh, mama. We're talking over 17 years ago. Time sure does fly. And yeah, time sure does fly, Fender! You could say that again! And the PS4 will be 15 later this year. God, I still feel like I just bought the PS4 to play Dot Hack GU last week, Code. What the fuck? I really only played like 1 game on my PS4. That was an investment I definitely did. December 28th. I was there that day, 17 years ago, sitting in the courtroom gallery. Girl who makes shit up, by the way. You can't say that! I would believe you! Cause like PS3 was when I was in like... when I was in high school. Wait, that would be in high... Wait. I would be in high school if it was 15 years ago. I'm a little slow. Just before the trial got started, Gregory noticed that Samson was looking even worse than usual. Turns out the poor guy had finally reached his limit. It was so bad, he even said he wanted to be found guilty. Wait, you mean they forced a confession out of him? Mods, bring up the Sanai Toho console face. Yeah, Von Karma got what he'd been pushing for from the very beginning. Next year, people born in 2010 will be able to drink. Shut up! That is incorrect. I'm gonna give you a noogie. And when Gregory tried to drop the bombshell about there being nobody to speak of, thank fuck, they were getting so thirsty. They can finally have their Wawa. Can't believe they went that long without dying from dehydration. That's crazy. He learned that Von Karma had used the power of the police to head him off at the pass. Even had himself a fake autopsy report. But that wasn't the end of it. Von Karma had gotten Samson to falsely testify against himself to bring an accessory to murder in court. Combined with his confession, the poor guy's goose was well and truly cooked. But Gregory still had his ace in the hole, though. His ace attorney. Niles Edgeworth investigations, too. The same ace he asked Detective Bad to help him with. Oh wait, that was Edgeworth, whoops. The same ace he asked Detective Bad to help him with. Exactamundo. He knew we needed one last card to play if they squeezed a confession out of Samson. So, he had Bad record all of Samson's interrogations. I guess Detective Bad really wanted to know the truth too, huh? We all did. But he was a trooper. Stayed with the case even after Von Karma took him off of it. He was tied up in some other big case too. Good old Bad. They don't make him like that anymore. So true. Oh, we get to see him dressed up. Is that... Hold on. Is that just his face pasted on Phoenix's sprite? Or did they make like a unique sprite for this? Because this looks... Or maybe this is Edgeworth's sprite. I'm not sure. But the pointing looks like it's reused. I'm not sure. Anyway, Gregory presented the recordings as proof that Samson's confession was coerced. And you know what? It almost worked. A cop named Ian Sideman got fired. Yeah, he really was the sideman. We didn't care about him at all. He got fired. Samson's interrogator and the initial detective before Bad. He took the fall for pretty much the whole thing. Jeez. But Von Karma didn't get away scot-free. In fact, he was disciplined by the chief prosecutor. For the one and only time in his 40-year career. Still, Samson himself couldn't stomach another day in court. So, when that guilty verdict came down, he didn't just, signal the end of that day, but the whole sad event. Oh, did he die? I don't remember a lot myself, but my father's face when they declared Mr. Tangaroa guilty. I was a young child at the time, but even I could tell how much he was hurting inside. Jeez. It's fucked up. Gregory wanted to appeal the ruling, of course. He would have done anything to clear Samson's name. Oh, feet cam! But then you won't be able to see my attorney's badge. Hold on. You gotta always see my attorney's badge at all times, okay? It's very important. Cause did you know I'm an attorney? Did you know? Now you do. But then, well, you know what happened next. Poor guy, never got the chance. It's so weird seeing like the old, like original art, cause it looks so different from like the newer games. I should have left with them that day. I'll always blame myself for not doing that. You were like still like a teen at that point, Fender. Don't blame yourself. But I shoved that aside and obsessed over something else instead. You can have hyperfixations, Fender. Eat that paper. Or rather, someone else. I hated what you did. I hated you for choosing to stick with Von Karma. Yeah, you know what? Now that we know about this, that makes a lot of sense. Why he was so apprehensive about Edgeworth. This Fender fella is on the verge of a bender, huh? So true. I hope you can forgive me. You know, it's understandable, Fender. No, you had every right to hate me. I went on to become a prosecutor as planned. And that's when Mr. Von Karma showed me this case file. According to these records, Mr. Tangaroa was convicted as the main culprit in Mr. Frost's murder. Nope, that's not right. Did he make up fake evidence? Holy shit. Samson was convicted as an accessory to murder. An accessory? Strange. The file clearly states that he was the perpetrator. Plus, I'm fairly certain that all of Mr. Von Karma's cases were successfully solved. Mind if I take a peek at those? This file's been doctored. The part about the verdict, it's been changed. God damn it, Von Karma! What? Okay, I'm gonna go back up. Let me put my badge in the usual spot. There we go. Feast your peepers on that. I can never take seriously when anyone refers to eyes as peepers anymore, because I played the original translation of Angels of Death and it ruined me for forever. Peepers, creepers, peepers. Eats the badge. Rachel, your peepers. I love your peepers. I want to keep your peepers in a jar. God. Samson Tangaroa, age 39, organizer of confectionery contest. Victim's body was found inside one of his creations, leading to his arrest. While in detention, Tangaroa discovered that he had a taste disorder, which is subsequently cured via medication. Verdict: convicted as an accomplice based on his confession. Confession? Convicted as an accomplice. That's a copy of the file they have on record at the courthouse. Then, why is my copy so different? He was gaslighting you. Well, you said it came from Von Karma, yeah? My guess is he didn't want Gregory's son thinking there was a murder out there still at large. Didn't want you looking into it again before the statute of limitations was up. Peeper? Well, that sounds like quite an infringement of privacy. I don't think I will peeper. Probably a good idea. So, everything I believed about the case was a lie. Like they say, we all gotta start somewhere. What's important is that you know what's what now. Statute of limitations may have run out, but the truth's still out there, you know? Damn. I inherited Samson's case when the old man passed. Prosecution handed it off to somebody else, too. Afraid Von Karma wasn't gonna bother facing off against a rookie like me, was he? Anyway, long story short, the killer was never found. And Samson was found guilty instead. That's fucked. That's terrible! Is there really nothing we can do to help him? Until the real perp, I'm afraid. Not without the real perp, I'm afraid. Until then, his confession stands. Speaking of which, I didn't find out until after the verdict had been handed down, but... When Karma had threatened Samson and made him a deal. Oh, was he gonna like fuck over Judy or something if he didn't confess? Told him if he didn't confess, he'd make sure Judy was convicted instead. How am I so smart? I'm so big brain. How could he? Samson knew there was no way Judy could have done it, of course. But he wasn't gonna take any chances, so he did what he was told and confessed to keep her safe. Clever bunny. My brain is as big as Jimmy Neutron's. And that's another strike on things Judy would be completely willing to murder someone over. Because she has nothing to lose at this point. Now, riddle me this, mousy boy. Why do you think your Uncle Eddie just happened to be in the prison the day Bronco Knight died? Thou hast undergone brain inflation. To find out more, search on Google inflation. Ah, that's right! You were there to see Mr. Tangaroa. Bingo. Judy and I both promised we'd visit him every day. I didn't quite keep that promise. But Judy did. She never missed one visit in all these years. Come rain or shine, she always showed up. But none of that changes the fact that Samson is still being unduly punished day after day. How heartbreaking! We gotta do something, Mr. Fender! Statute of limitations, though. Oh, kiddo, that's actually why we came here. Your brain has inflated at the speed of sound, or sonic speed. Look up sonic inflation to find out more. Nice sculptures are back on display, just like they were all those years ago. And we're gonna see what we can find out. Right, Lazarino? I'm a prosecutor, Fender. I don't look at these things in the same way as you or my father. Miles. But that doesn't matter right now. Speaking not as a prosecutor, but as Miles Edgeworth. I want to know the truth behind both of these cases. And I'm not leaving until I do. You really are old Gregory's son, through and through. Alrighty then. Now that that's sorted, we can really get to work. Good thing I brought the IS-7 case file and evidence with me today, huh? Here, documents first. It doesn't love paperwork, am I right? The parts in red ink are my annotations. Oh? Yeah, let me read that. Thank you, Fender. Yeah, let me give that a look. Statute of limitations expired 3 years ago on December 24th. No detailed autopsy report due to the body going missing? Okay. I need some evidence for you. Enjoy! There's quite a few, so I'd take a minute to scope them out if I were you. Small mountain of evidence from the IS-7 incident received from Fender. Yes, I see. I'll take a look at them in a bit. You know, our current case is just full of loose threads too, come to think of it. Okay. Let's see. So we got the frame finger, the salt lamp, the family, oh, no. The family photo, and then the cookbook. You know, our current case is just full of loose threads, too, come to think of it.
Indeed. The key players of that incident 18 years ago, who just happened to get caught up in another incident.
It's almost like it's fate.
The ice sculptures in the Winter Wing that are perfect replicas of the ones from 18 years ago. And the poison gas attack in the Autumn Wing, which has been disguised to look like the Winter Wing. The two chemicals that were found inside the Pisces statue's display case, ubiquium and asphyxium.
Did you know that IS-7 incident stands for it was S7 of 4? You did it! You're the culprit! Take him away. To jail. We're gonna lock you up, buddy. We're gonna beat your ass with hammers. I did this. Go to jail.
That form a poisonous gas when mixed together.
That little smiley face, you look proud of it.
The victim of the gas attack, Carmelo Gusteau, who is no stranger to the events of 18 years ago, and who is still unconscious and undergoing treatment in the medical room. And finally, we come to the body floating face down in the fountain. And the fact that the ice sculptures have melted, just as they did all those years ago. The events of the present day would appear to be intimately linked with the events of the past. Which means they may be able to help us learn more about what happened 18 years ago.
It sounds good to me. Let's get investigating.
Objection!
Oh, there he is, my special little boy. Oh, no you don't. Aren't you forgetting anything? Aren't you forgetting somebody? I could have sworn this is my investigation.
Eustace is quite right. I do hope you aren't intending to obstruct him in his duties, Mr. Edgeworth. I would hate to have to add a guilty to my report to the committee. What am I guilty of now? Of course not. I'm simply offering once again to do what I can to help with the investigation. Your offer is duly noted, and duly declined.
Oof, she isn't pulling any punches.
The identity of the body from the fountain is currently being ascertained. It is only a matter of time until we have all of the information that we need. Perhaps I can help you speed that process along. I think I have an idea of who our mystery victim might be.
What? Really? Then you have to tell me. It's the law. I mean, shouldn't it be obvious? It's Frost.
Very well. Maybe it isn't just the ice sculptures that have resurfaced after 18 years. The body in the fountain may also be a visitor from the past, yeah.
Where is he at? There he is.
Take that!
His body went missing.
I believe the body in the fountain is that of the man who was murdered here 18 years ago. Mr. Artie Frost.
Oh, what? You're saying that was for Chillywinks? Wait. What the heck is Chillywinks, or Artie, or whoever it is you're talking about?
Artie Frost was a famous sculptor, Eustace. Although he is better known as Paul Halik. The sculptures on display here are all his works.
No way. Sounds like he did well for himself. Always good to encounter a fellow winner.
Mr. Frost was also the victim in the IS-7 incident. Judge Cavell knows about the IS-7 incident.
I mean, she's a judge, so...
Mr. Edgeworth, the IS-7 incident is an 18-year-old case. And according to police records, the victim's body was recovered and an autopsy duly carried out.
So that's what the records say. But the records can't always be trusted.
What are you insinuating?
That while the records say stuff like body totally recovered, the defense back then begged to differ. Not that it stopped the prosecution from shutting them down hard, of course. Is she getting a phone call? Oh, Eugene. Yeah? This is Winter. Huh? What? Really?
What is it, Eustace?
The body. We've got an ID. Is it Frost? It's gotta be Frost. Some sculptor called Frost or something? So I guess Edgeworth called it. The body was not totally recovered, Fender. I'm pretty sure the body stayed totally dead. True. There's no recovering from that, buddy.
Goddess of Justice! So my father's deductions were right all along. Well, Judge Gravel, I'd say this changes things, wouldn't you? Perhaps now you'll admit that I might be of use to this case. More than a certain junior prosecutor, anyway.
Not fair! You're trying to steal the win!
I'm doing no such thing. All I want is to uncover the truth. And if we're going to get to the bottom of what happened here, we'll need to work together. We do not need to do anything, and you do not need to know the truth. This case is none of your concern.
Objection!
Whoa there, Judge G. I think you might be wrong about that.
Another of your interruptions, Mr. Fender?
Yep, see, I was on the defense team for IS-7, so this case is very much my concern. I was one of the pesky kids pushing the theory that the body had actually gone missing. The prosecutor at the time may have brushed us off, but you can't deny the testimony of your eyes. Or, to put it a little more bluntly, the prosecution's case was rotten from the ground up. When there's been a miscarriage of justice caused by the prosecution, it's the committee's job to fix it, no? I know better to help you unpick the mess than someone who was there the whole time. Unless you have an ulterior motive. Ooh!
Judge Gabel seems to know the facts of the IS-7 incident in some detail. In which case, I suspect she must be here on the committee's behalf. Your connection to the case is noted, Mr. Fender, but I fail to see how it concerns Mr. Edgeworth.
He's the son of the original defense attorney and the protege of the case's lead prosecutor. And that's not enough for you. He was on the trial, too. I think it's just possible he might have a little something to bring to the table, don't you? That's really cute emote.
Very well. You may both assist in the investigation. But only if you refrain from interfering with the work of others. The winter wing is off limits for now. This room, however, is all yours.
Alrighty. Glad to hear we're on the same wavelength, G. Why don't we bring it in? Just so we're all on the same... Oh, he wants a hug.
Hey, don't bonk him. He just wants a hug. Do not test me, Mr. Fender. Your permission to investigate can be revoked at any time.
God, he just wanted a hug. Come on. Where's my hug at? I'll give you a hug right here. Bonks him with a hammer. I'm still not over that thing from Infinity, Nikki. that they gave out a hammer because people were leaking the game and they were like, we're gonna ban you. We're gonna hit you with this hammer. What the fuck? Oh, fun translation fact. Outside of the States, Miles Edgeworth is actually called Miles Kilometerworth. Isn't it supposed to be Kilometer Edgeworth? This is a turn up for the books, huh, Moisey? We get to do our thing after all. Thanks to your immeasurable help as always. No sweat. Besides, I was mostly doing it for me. Okay, I'll be investigating my own thing, so just tell her if you find something interesting. I will. Well, no, because they swapped given name and surname out there. But... Heck yeah! Let the investigation commence! I'm still unclear on two key facts. I'm confused. How Mr. Frost's body came to be where we found it, and the source of our ubiquarium. You're right. We need some more intel.
Indeed. Let us focus on the ubiquarium first and foremost.
It's used in stuff like dish soap and paint, right?
Correct. It's also bright red in color and has a distinctive minty fragrance. Oh god. Please don't say minty. You might summon someone that we do not want here.
Okay. Sounds like we know what we're looking for.
Hi, confused. Oi.
Alright, let's take a look around.
Miss Bound's tea set is laid out neatly on the serving cart.
I want some tea. The pamphlet says the gallery is famous for its tea.
Understandably so. The cup we were given was delicious.
Looks like all this stuff was designed by Mr. Frost.
Interesting. In that case, I think we'd better take a closer look. Oh? So this dishware was made by Artie Frost.
It looks very fancy.
Oh, it is. I'm willing to bet that this set can fetch something in the thousands of dollars. So, let's try not to touch any of it unless we absolutely have to.
Whoa, this stuff's really worth that much?
Stop it, Kay. I can see your eyes lighting up. Miss Bound must really be a fan of Mr. Frost, like Fender said, to still have this.
God, yeah, never bring a phantom thief into an art museum. Teapot data jotted down in my organizer. Oh, does it still have the thing on it? ANG. Hold on, let me take a look. Yeah, it does. These letters say PH, right, Mr. Edgeworth? But they need enrichment. Then could go raid art museums on the internet then.
Yes. They show that the teapot was made by Paul Halik. They're his initials, obviously.
Right, but I thought his real name was Artie Frost.
It was, thereby making this a piece by the victim of the IS-7 incident as well. And his work seemed to be everywhere here in Zodiac Hall.
If you don't let a phantom thief get practice, how will they ever get good? Yeah, they can't do their taxes. Get them phantom tax, or whatever the Gen Zers say. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, hi there, Neon! Hello, hello. Hey, Edgy.
What is it?
You be careful with that teapot, you hear?
Why is Larry so concerned all of a sudden? 'Cause he's an artist.
Judy! Let's go, finally! Honored guests. So, like, if this game was made in 2025, would Larry Butt's name be Skibbity Butts? Why would his name be Skibbity if his name was Larry?
I can pour you a cup if you'd like.
Please, pour me a cup any day.
Miss Bound.
Judy! I'm good, thanks. No tea for me. You two knock yourselves out. Don't mind if I do. Please knock me out, Judy.
Thank you for the offer. Yes, why not? A quick break won't hurt.
I wish I could get bound by Judy Bound. Hey, I already said that. Whoa, is this an adventure quest world's NPC but cute? Every time you stream this series, it just makes me think, why can't Trauma Center get this kind of love and release collection, right? It would be so good if they did like a collection like this with the Trauma Center games. At least for the DS games. At the very least. If they find the Wii games too hard to emulate. But I would personally really like the Wii games, because I played the Wii games more than the DS.
2 cups coming right up.
She's so pretty. This smells great. Wow, it tastes even better than it smells. What type of tea is this, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's Ceylon, I believe. It's usually identifiable by its citrus aroma, but... Miss Bound, is this the same blend you served this morning?
Why, yes. Is it alright? There isn't anything wrong with it, is there? No, it's perfect. I love it. Thank you very much for your hard work. Otsukare-sama deshita.
Oh, no, not at all. It's just that the cup you gave me earlier has a slightly different aroma.
Uh-oh. Did someone poison one of these?
Really? That's odd. I used the exact same blend both times. I can't see what could account for the difference.
Hey, what's the big idea? Quit being mean about Judy's tea, will you? Be careful. She may have slipped a bomb into the tea. Edgeworth's onto something. And then we're gonna get the mini bombs inside of our stomach, just like Battler said.
What's gotten under your skin, Larry?
Nothing. You're just rude, that's all. You don't even try to call me by the right name. It's Laurice Dornham, dang it. You know what? I'm done. I'm not talking to you anymore. Sick Umineko ref.
Well, that was childish, even for him.
Wow. What happened there?
Let's ask him about it later, shall we? Talking to Miss Bound is more of a priority right now. We may not have any evidence to prove that she's the culprit, but it does seem likely that the poison gas was her doing.
Wait, is Larry being a squirrels in my pants for the tea lady? Base snuggle. Why are you saying it like that? Why are you saying it like that?
A caddy containing Ceylon tea leaves. It's a well-crafted tin canister designed to prevent moisture and sunlight from damaging its contents. Not a bad thing to use, considering the quality of the blend Miss Bound serves. The tablecloth draped over the cart is pure white and completely spotless.
Is that not the current algo speak for that? What? Do people say that so they don't get demonetized for saying simp? It's just waiting for me to grab it by the edge, clear my mind, and whoosh!
Okay, I cannot stress enough how bad of an idea that would be.
Ah, come on! What's the worst that can happen? Even if it does go all sideways, we'll just wind up with a cool tea-colored tie-dye.
Yes, well, I'd rather it remained white. Plus, I don't think Miss Bound would appreciate us meddling with it.
Really? There's so many other colors that would totally work. Pink, sky blue, tea leaves brown? Maybe. Bold of you to trust that I have any idea what's going on in the world. That makes 2 of us then. Okay, I think that's everything. Okay. Let's talk to the pretty lady.
Where were you before you rejoined us here, Miss Bound?
Hiya! Oh, I see we have more Ace Attorney investigations too. Yep! Hi there, Arst! Welcome, welcome!
I had to go and tell our visitors we're closed. Oh, and hand out a little something in apology. Was there something you wanted to talk to me about?
Anything. Like, are you single? Are you free this Saturday night?
Yes, a few things, actually. Not least of all, the fact that I think you might be the one who set the poison gas trap.
Honestly, it's incredibly valid of you to do that and incredibly hot of you to do that, Judy.
The original ice sculptures melted 18 years ago, correct? How did you manage to recreate them? Oh, you know about what happened back then? In that case, you might also know that I took pictures of them during the contest.
Are you free this Saturday night? You're accusing her of a crime. No, she's not free if you have it your way. Damn, I can't have it my way? If I could have it my way, she would be in my arms. Damn. Edgeworth, don't ask the lady about gas. Come on, man. That's a terrible icebreaker.
I commissioned the creation of a set of replicas based on those photographs for the current exhibit. But why go through the trouble of creating replicas? Mr. Frost's Zodiac series was his great unfinished masterwork. I wanted to see it completed at last. Or rather, recompleted. It was my fault that the original set melted in the first place, after all. I see. And is there any particular reason why the winter and autumn wings look so similar? Oh my! You really think they look alike? Perhaps I used some of the decorations from one and the other by accident? She's clearly lying. But I don't have the evidence to prove it just yet.
You can keep lying any day, baby. That's so valid.
What kinds of pharmaceutical recipes are in the Ultimate Cookbook? Oh, there are so many. It would take a while to go through them all.
I have the time. I always have time for you.
But if you really want to know, well, then let's start the show. Come join me as we sing this song. It's a nifty thrifty 2 hours long. Now, one by one, we'll sing the things that the world's best little cookbook brings.
What do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? Wanna listen to the rest?
No, that won't be necessary.
She's so cute.
The hunt is on.
Oh my god, she's so cute! Holy crap! Her little dance.
The truth will come out. But I don't know. What's this about?
Bing! I guess we're going to find out.
I thought I inadvertently stumbled onto the set of Cake Crimes, the musical or something.
She's so cute. Ah! Why is it always the murderers, bro? Why is it always the murderers that are like super hot? Well, she's not a murderer, I guess. She's just the culprit because she hasn't actually killed someone yet. She got very close, but not close enough.
It's a man with a moon-shaped head and a woman with a sun-shaped head.
She's just a thief. She stole my heart. So true. Edgeworth, the only cake crime Judy has committed is... Wait, no, never mind. Go on, go on.
The man's got a real pained look in his eyes, though.
Is this another Paul Halik piece?
Yes, from his younger years, when he was something of a dreamer. He depicted those closest to him by means of a motif taken from nature. The piece is titled My Parents.
Guess the mom's shone brightest in that house.
That's rough. Oh wait, whoops. Didn't mean to examine that again. Statues of a man and women in old-timey clothes.
Did Paul Halik make these as well?
Yes, it seems he created them later in his life, once he had begun to make a name for himself. His wife pushed him to sculpt the two of them as ancient gods, and he couldn't say no to his beloved. The title is The Beautiful Goddess Venus and Her Humble Servant.
Wow, talking about putting your goddess on a literal pedestal. There's a tulips by the door, right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, it leads to the spring wing.
Spring. A popular time to move house. Which makes it open season for great thieves.
Housebreaking is a little beneath a great thief, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Hey there, Mazzarino. What's the situation with the investigation? Things are progressing. I think a fuller picture of what happened is beginning to emerge. Good to hear. Guess I better step up my game too then. This case seems to have a lot in common with the incident from 18 years ago.
And ow, it's got the lot. Open statues in the window wing, even the murder victim's body. But how did nobody ever figure out that the body had gone missing? Frost had no family apart from his son. And well, the kid kinda vanished. Nobody's seen him around since around the time that... What happened to his wife? He made a whole statue for her and everything. Did she leave him? Why would you leave a man that made a statue out of you? Gusto's son, too. Him and his best pal from school both just up and disappeared. What? And they were never found? Gusto's boy wasn't. Not as far as I heard, anyhow. Guess Frost's kid turned up in the end, though. He collected his inheritance at some point. But yeah, with no family around just after the incident. Frost got no funeral, no nothing. Jeez, that's fucked up. What happened to his wife? So, no need for the police to release the body. And no need for anybody to find out they didn't have it. They filed their fake autopsy report and nobody was any the wiser. Well, almost nobody. I still can't believe Mr. Von Karma would have stooped so low. Really? You don't know this guy very well, Edgeworth, despite him being your dad, huh? He would definitely stoop that low. The ultimate cookbook. I bet there's some humdinging recipes in there, huh? Any you might be interested in, perhaps. Oh, me? Not that I can think of. What about you, Castorino? I love his little nicknames for everyone. I guess I'd like to be a genius. And invisible. Ooh, and able to fly. I don't think that cookbook's gonna do any of those for you. We're talking about medicines here, Kay. Not miracle! Damn! Even for the genius bit. That's fucked up. This takes me back. Perhaps you could take a closer look. You might notice something new. You know, today is a day that should go down for the records. Gears of War on PS5 and Helldivers 2 on Xbox. Both with full crossplay for maybe just today the console wars died a little. Dang. That's a lot of games coming out. That's crazy. Also, it's a good thing that Helldivers has crossplay. I think, didn't the first one have some drama when it came out? Because, like, something with the crossplay happened? Thing is, Mazzarino, I've been racking my brains about this case for 18 years now. Or maybe I'm thinking of some other game. I thought it was Helldivers, but I might not actually be right. There's like something with PlayStation. I wouldn't know that much hope for a Eureka moment. You on the other hand? Fresh eyes, fresh face, fresh attitude. You might spot something. I'm gonna take a stab at what his coolness is saying, but no comment. Alright, I'll try not to pass the buck next time.
Well, that was a waste of time.
Ah, this takes me back.
Perhaps you could take a closer look. You might notice something new.
Thing is, Malzarino, I've been racking my brain about this case for 18 years now. Ah, welcome back, Thunder Dude! I wouldn't know that much help. Oh wait, that's the same dialogue. Never mind. I think I get it. So this is it, huh? The key to unraveling this whole mystery.
Yes, perhaps.
Great. You keep hold of it then, yeah? Quickly now. Back in your pocket it goes.
I guess he doesn't think much of it.
Damn. That's some shade. They put sunflowers by the door. Nice!
A fitting adornment for the entrance to the summer wing, I suppose.
Summer. It's also vacation time. And every great thief knows that means tourists with bulging wallets.
Pickpocketing, Kay? Isn't that a little beneath a great thief?
Yeah, maybe you're right. Wait, what's this on the floor? Is this... Oh, there we go.
From the color and aroma, I'd say this is a puddle of spilt tea.
And look, there's a small chunk of ceramic in it. Wait, so one of the cups broke? Huh. I guess somebody must have broke something.
I know that insignia. And a certain high-strung somebody just might know a little something too.
Yeah, what do you gotta say about this, lady? You can say anything, honestly. Please. Oh. I guess she's not gonna recognize it. Of course a thief would pickpocket. If they don't pickpocket the cash, how will they keep what they steal? What do you have to say about this, lady? She's hot. Oh wait, there is a comma.
So true. Why is there a lift cart just sitting out here in the open?
Guess somebody must have been moving something heavy, like a body.
The top of the platform seems to be wet.
You know, I've got a funny feeling I've seen this thing somewhere before. You mean like 18 years ago? No, like yesterday. Yeah, it's all coming back to me now. I last saw it in Frost's room. I must have used it to move the ice sculpture around. It's one of those fancy numbers where you can change not only the platform's height, but even its angle. Jeez. If you had one of these, you could move giant lumps of ice around no sweat. Okay, so someone put him out of the fountain onto that? Oh, just think of the possibilities. I could really use one of these. Still doesn't explain what it's doing here, though. Bit of a head scratcher, but we should give it a think, yeah?
Indeed. After all, it just might have something to do with our case. It's a selection of trophies won by Paul Halik, or rather, Artie Frost. Evidently, he was a very well-respected artist.
Oh, you got one too, Mr. Edgeworth? So it's about time I won one too. Guess I'll have to find some thieving contests to enter. Or you could set something up. Something with a nice ceremony at the end, all that.
Yes, followed by a swift round of arrests.
Mr. Winter was very clear that you're only allowed to investigate in this room. So, I'm afraid I can't let you pass. Sorry, sir.
It wouldn't make much difference if you did, officer. You're standing in front of a wall.
Oh, but we all know a few bricks won't stop you, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, sir. Wow, he actually sounds kind of scared of you.
So what kind of reputation do I have down at the precinct?
I could just push him right in. He would just go right in.
It seems the police have already removed the body.
But why did the body of a victim from 18 years ago turn up in this fountain? And why wasn't it all rotten and stuff? Did it slowly shuffle its way here? Did someone keep him in fucking cryo freeze?
I wonder his name's Artie Frost. Need I remind you that zombies aren't real? It seems likely that the body was preserved somehow.
Really? Is that even possible? Imagine how fucked up it would be if Judy just held on to his corpse. Hey, Mr. Forensics guy! Anything to report?
Yes, ma'am. Traces of both ubiquium and asphyxium have been detected in the fountain.
Huh, so it was on him too? I'm gonna say they were probably carried here by this stream from the autumn wing. Oh, right.
In addition to those two chemicals, there's also a large amount of sugar.
The corpse is kept as a healthy snack.
Composition of the sugar is being analyzed as we speak. There's sugar in the fountain? Where would it even have come from? The body's been taken back to the lab, sir. Autopsy is underway. How's the rest of the fountain looking? Rather beautiful, actually, sir. The water's crystal clear and kind of soothing. Almost as if there wasn't a body floating in it not so long ago,
It's a sculpture of a brave warrior battling against a serpent. Did Paul Halik make this one too, Mr. Edgeworth?
He did. It seems he was fascinated by fantasy and mythology when he was a young man. This piece embodies the tragic yet gritty determination of the young as they face an impossible situation. It's called the math test.
So true. Talk about relatable.
Me AF. It seems the elevator is only accessible to select individuals.
I wonder what's upstairs.
Among other things, the medical room. And that's where Mr. Gusteau is being treated.
I hope he's alright. I got some questions that need answering as soon as he wakes up.
Since there's no way of knowing when that might be, we should explore other avenues in the meantime.
Did he really, like, draw himself as Napoleon? The door here is marked with a nice autumny-looking tree.
And yet, it leads to the winter wing. I suppose it's all part of the deception.
I could steal the leaves if you like. Make things a little more wintry.
I think you'd better leave them alone, Kay.
What would you even do with the leaves, Kay? You gonna eat them?
Do you mind, Mr. Winner? You're in my way.
I do mind, actually, and I'm not going anywhere. You just have to go around me. Well, we just thought you might want to move to a better spot, that's all. What better spot? I demand you to show it to me at once.
Is that really all it takes to make you do whatever we want? I don't think you've gotten away with anything, Mr. Edgeworth. I'll be reporting your actions to the committee. Do whatever you need to do, Judge Gavel.
I see Mama Courtney, Gavel. Yep. And we'll do the same. I'm more of a Judy Bound fan, but I can see the appeal.
You are the self-styled great thief, correct? Pick Eustace up and throw him like the Mario throws the Bowser.
So long, gay Eustace.
Mr. Edgeworth's association with such a character will be of interest to the committee too, of course.
Go ahead and report me to your stupid committee. I'll be the toast of the thieving community.
It looks like Judge Gavel will have to think up some new threats if she wants to intimidate Kay.
I'm surprised she isn't just immediately trying to arrest Kay, to be honest, after finding out that she's a thief. Excuse me. This thing in front of the door is a fir tree, right?
Yes, they're usually associated with winter. But this door leads to the autumn wing. I suppose it's all part of someone's elaborate ruse.
I could paint it red for the autumny feel.
Evergreens stay green all year round, Kay. Hence the name.
Sure. I knew that. I mean, if you painted it, I'm sure it wouldn't stay green, right? Hello there, dearie. Still investigating away, are you? Found anything interesting? No, dearie. Well, nothing much anyway. Silly girl, that wasn't a dearie moment. That was more of a lambkin. Sweetheart is for when you're being sympathetic, of course. And treasure is for when you're in a tiz. Love is for people you're not that keen on. And petal you use when you're trying to get someone's attention.
Now I need to like reanalyze like every time Scone has talked to see how she feels about people.
Wow, I didn't realize there were so many rules. Mr. Edgeworth, petal? I hope you're getting all this down.
Wait, what did she say was petal? Oh, when you're trying to get someone's attention. Don't even try it, Kay. God, the rizzing rules.
Oh, dearie me.
I'm going to keep this simple, Larry. You're hiding something, so just tell me what it is. Stare off.
Whoa, quit it with the glare off, you two. It's weird.
Come on, Kay. You know me better than that.
I wasn't staring. I was struck by an idea for a picture.
Now, Edgy, he was glaring. Yes, and I'll keep glaring at you until you tell us what it is you're hiding.
Quit it! I already told you. I'm not talking to you anymore.
You're talking to me right now?
I mean, from now on, I'm not talking to you ever again. Starting now.
This is getting me nowhere. I suppose I'll have to figure out what he's hiding first before I can get the whole truth out of him.
Yeah, what are you hiding?
Come on, Larry. What are you hiding?
Not saying. Look, you two, this is no time for kids' games.
Well, I certainly wasn't playing.
It's pretty clear Lorice isn't gonna talk to you.
Oh, he'll talk. Don't you worry about that. I need to know what Larry is hiding, and I think I might have an idea of what it is. Perhaps presenting him with the right piece of evidence will force him to come clean.
I'm just gonna present everything to him, though. Just for fun.
Go. He ain't saying nothing. Okay.
Really nothing? Nothing?
Did you break the teapot? Would you mind taking a look at this for me, Larry?
Why would you show me that?
Tell me, what is it about Miss Bound's tea set that's got you so agitated? If you won't tell me, then perhaps you'd prefer to explain it to Judge Gavel.
Wait! Don't make me look bad in front of Verity! She thinks I'm a sensible, cool, clean-cut guy.
I don't think she thinks that, buddy. He is Delulu.
I don't want her to see the real me. The real low-down, dirty me.
I'm not so sure anybody here thinks you're particularly clean-cut, Larry. But if you don't want her to think badly of you, the best thing you can do is talk to me.
Alright. I'll talk.
Alright, Larry. Enough is enough. Now confess.
Is this any way to treat your
best friend, Edgy! Is this any way for you to treat yours? By lying to him? Hiding things?
I get the picture already, so stop glaring at me like that. I'll tell you everything, okay? Earlier, I thought Verity might like a cup of tea, so I went to pour one for her. Oh, and that's why the tea tastes different, because he had to hurry up and make new tea. But I got distracted, and my hand slipped and smash!
I broke the teapot. A priceless work of art. It's in pieces because of me. No words exist to describe how far away I saw this coming from.
Ouch. Really messed up this time, Laurice.
See, Edgy, everyone's gonna think less of me now. Judy's never gonna forgive me for this. Crying to me won't do you any good. I think you need to apologize to Miss Bound.
Oh my god.
He's bowing. It's like he's gonna, like, commit seppuku.
My teapot. I see.
And when I tried to fix the tea, I didn't know what leaves she used, so I just added this Adderall stuff. You know, I could believe Larry would do something like that. I'm sorry, Judy. I'm so sorry.
I don't have any money, but I'll paint your portrait. I'll paint your 50 portraits.
Please, Mr. Donut. It's really me who should be apologizing. How could I have failed to notice that there were broken pieces of ceramics on the floor? Somebody could have been hurt. Here, let me make sure that's safely disposed of.
Wait a second. That's evidence.
The teapot in question was designed by Audie Frost, correct?
50 portraits? 50 Shades of Bound? Damn, she could bound me in 50 Shades, alright.
I understand it was something you've long treasured. You must be upset.
Why don't I make it up for you by taking you out for dinner? On me, I swear. Come on, Larry, it was right there. Don't you worry, Larry. I'll tell her that.
Oh, I am. But of course, all things break eventually. And as luck would have it, I have another identical teapot. It's far from the end of the world.
See, if someone broke my copy of Dot Hack, even though I have like 4 other copies of Dot Hack, I would still get upset. You're not a true fan, Bound.
Is she less attached to Mr. Frost's work than she used to be?
Oh, hey, Lennox! Hello. I can't believe this, Judy! You're the sweetest, the kindest! This other teapot you're talking about, it's the one sitting on top of the cart right now, right? That's why I sent for Bound and not for you. Well, copies of Dot Hack go for a premium, so I'd be mad too, right? I could make like $100 off of that. What do you mean? Yeah, so when I smashed the first one, I tried to hide the pieces in the bottom of the cart. And that's when I saw that other pot under there, so I took it out and basically switched the 2 pots. Huh. Why was it under there? Oh, I see. You think a teapot designed by a famous dead person would not go for a premium? Also, unrelated, but why does Edgeworth look like he's always trying to gauge how many calories people might be worth? You really full-named me by calling me Twilight. I just came here. Jeez, disgusting. Yep, and that's everything I have to tell you. I'll be extra careful not to break the other one, I promise. I have no clue what the context is. Yeah, he broke a pot. That was like by a famous person. Elio, fuck off for that. I'm sorry. I saw a joke opportunity and I took it, okay? Bound is cute. Edgeworth edges. That's all the context. Twilight Sparkle.
You have no shame whatsoever, do you?
I'm sorry.
It's really quite alright. Thank you for being so honest.
Internally, she's like, fuck you, Larry, you're making me look more suspicious. See, Edgy, isn't Judy the absolute best?
That look right there. I trust you won't take advantage of her kindness and will make amends somehow.
I was thinking it, but didn't say it. That's the, 60,000 look. 5 million stabs. I sure will. Once I make it as an artist, I'm gonna give her one of my paintings.
I thought you said you were giving her 50 paintings, buddy. You better start painting.
She was one of my models, after all. It's only fair. Oh, wait. Is Larry being accused again? Maybe. It's always easy to accuse him of anything, really. I think we're on to something accusing him of being a simp.
At this rate, I suspect he's likely to make more trouble than amends. Don't you think it would be better for you to keep out of her way for a very long while?
Oh, but I will be keeping out of her way because I sketched her and the others already.
Her and the others? Oh, did he also sketch Scone?
Keen to see my work, yeah?
Well, I drew her a few great sketches of some ravishing beauties. Wanna see?
Interested in Larissa's ravishing beauties, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'm afraid you've greatly misjudged, Kay. Why would I be into looking at women? I simply wish to see if Larry has captured any unusual details this time, too.
Exhibit number 500, that Edgeworth isn't interested in women. Unusual details? Nothing's unusual about these. They're my best work yet.
I think we're on to something accusing him of being a simp. Elio, the culprit, could kill me, Laffy.
Larry has bad luck with jobs, and even worse luck with women. He's just like me. For real, for real. He poisoned our water supply, burned our crops, and delivered a plague onto our houses. He did? No! Are we just gonna sit around until he does? Yeah, he already fucked up the tea. Really? Now I wanna see them too. Aw, you're a sweetheart, Kay. Alright, let me dig them out for you. Give me a sec, okay?
I suppose we might as well take a look. So, these sketches of yours.
Seriously, Edgy, if you wanted to check out my art, you should have just said so from the get-go. Here, feast your eyes on this. I didn't live through both world wars just to see Larry defamed like this. Dang, you lived through the 2 world wars? That's crazy.
What am I looking at here?
Oh god, that Gavel. Okay, so she had candy on it? I told you already! Ravishing beauties!
No, oh, you didn't live through both world wars.
You're looking at art, Miles. Just a few of the fair faces that have caught my eye since I've been here, you know? There's Verity and Judy and, somebody else. Why did you draw them all on the same page? Well, I meant to draw the room at first, just something to pass the time. And then I saw one beauty, and another, and well, just scribbled them all down as I went.
So these were all drawn at different times?
Huh? Yeah, I guess. I did one of you too, Kay. You're on a different page, though. Wow, you did? I'm flattered.
How true to life are the sketches? Did you only draw what you actually saw?
Of course. You think I drew things I can't see? Like, using my imagination.
Bro, really? And you call yourself an artist?
Nope, these are 100% true to life, right down to the exact shade of each color. I think there's a reason he hasn't made it as an artist if he has no imagination. I mean, his art is really good. Larry has aphantasia confirmed? Oh, that's true. People can be really good at art with aphantasia. Isn't that the fountain where there was meant to be blood? Yeah.
So the colors are accurate. Interesting. Much as it pains me to admit it, Larry may have provided me with a useful piece of evidence, but yet again. The serving card in the sketch, for example, if I compare it to the one here in the room,
yeah, it doesn't have the candy on it anymore. Nope, I drinked it all. Like, yes, using references are important, but you need some imagination too, bro. Right? You gotta mix things up.
There's a clear contradiction between the two. I think a little deduction is in order. Could I borrow this page for a while, Larry?
Sure thing. You want me to sign it for you? And I use neither. So true. Me AF. This is why I don't call myself an artist.
Just the page, please.
Larry's sketches data jotted down in my organizer. Alright. Let me show some other stuff to you then. Yeah, that's it! That's what I'll call my next picture book. Verity's Grand Gavelling Gala. A worthy sequel to Franzie's Whippity Whip Trip. And another guaranteed best-selling blockbuster. God. If you create something with your own hands, you are an artist. True. I don't know, I'm like that with being like a voice actor too. I'm like, I'm not a voice actor. Don't let the AI bros win.
Larry, could you please focus on the piece of evidence I'm showing you?
Huh? Are you saying something?
Ignored by Larry, of all people.
Hooey! This page a real beauty, right? I've really done my subjects justice here. Which one's your favorite? Oh, I really couldn't decide. They're all perfect in their own way.
I'm sure you think all of your portraits are perfect, don't you?
Of course not. Not everybody's a suitable subject, you know? Take you, for example. You're the dictionary definition of super hot mess.
I'll take that as a compliment. I don't resemble that description, do I? That sounds more like a phoenix thing.
Alright, let's see. I think it's supposed to be switch teapots and tea smells different, but the minty fragrance thing has me wondering.
I suspect the difference in aroma we noticed is due to the teapots having been switched.
You do?
I can't see what else it could have been. The tea itself hasn't changed. Why don't we ask Miss Bound, just to be sure? Miss Bound, the difference in aroma we noticed, do you think it could have been because of the different teapot, bleh.
I suppose so.
My cup just now had a subtle minty scent, rather like uva tea.
What's uva? Oh, I just remembered. I made some peppermint tea in that pot only yesterday. Mint, you say? The idea that art must be done to make good art rather than because to make art is human is kind of twisted, isn't it? True. As long as you're having fun with it, that's all that really matters. That must be where the minty aroma is coming from.
Could that really be it?
I don't think so.
The tea from the teapot Larry switched in from under the cart smelled faintly of mint.
As long as you're having fun and making friends, Sun Tzu, Art of War. Right. And Miss Bound said she used that pot to make peppermint tea yesterday.
Yes, but there's something else that's been troubling me. Miss Bound seemed more taken aback by the switching of the teapots than the breaking of one.
Real and legit quote. He really said that. I heard him say it. You're right. You'd expect it to be the other way around.
I suspect she might have been deliberately hiding the teapot under the cart.
I mean, who's ever read Art of War to prove me wrong? It's gotta be real. Yeah, you wouldn't read Art of War, right? But why? I'm a history major. I can attest it as truth. Trust me, bro. Yeah, they put it in Hetalia. Therefore, it must be true.
One of Abicrium's key characteristics is its minty fragrance. So what if she had been hiding some in that teapot?
What? In the teapot?
It's simply a possibility, but one worth investigating, I believe. Mr. Winner, any luck finding that Abicrium?
Huh? Oh! My people are searching the entire gallery, but they haven't found anything yet. And what about you? Don't tell me you know where it came from.
I may have an idea.
I knew it. If I can't find it, there's no chance that you What? You do know where it came from?
Yes.
Where?
Miss Bound's teapot.
Wow, nice piece. I like it. I almost made a joke about Sun Tzu shipping Edgeworth X Miles, completely forgetting that Edgeworth's love interest name is Phoenix. Edgeworth X Miles, him self-cessed. Damn. Can't believe Sun Tzu like self-cessed. Jeez. Nice piece. Where'd you get it? At the piece store? Yeah, this looks like a fitting prize for a natural-born winner.
It's not a prize. It's a vital piece of evidence.
Oh, it's just evidence? Then I'll have one of the forensics people check it out.
Mr. Edgeworth, is there some sort of problem with my teapot? No, not at all. I mean, yes, but I don't want to make a pretty face be worried. Possibly. The minty fragrance we noticed coming from it. I think it might be used... I think it just might be the scent of one of the chemicals used to make the poison gas.
Eustace Winner is like Gigi Muden. The single brain cell is located in the ahoge. That must be why I like him so much. I really like Gigi. But, Mr. Edgeworth... Edgeworth X Phoenix broke. Edgeworth X Miles woke. Sun Tzu, Art of War. Surely you don't think I had anything to do with that?
I'm afraid I do. The method used to create the gas would have required considerable preparation. Nobody would have had the time or the opportunity to set that up except you.
That's not strictly true. It took around a week to get Zodiac Hall ready for the exhibition. There were all kinds of people coming and going through here during that time. Delicia, for one. So you see, I'm not the only person who could have set it up at all.
Miss Scone is on our radar too, of course. You needn't worry about that.
And besides, I wouldn't know the first thing about making poison gas. Are you sure about that? So even if you did find some Abicrium in my teapot, I mean, you had the cookbook, didn't you? I wouldn't have had any idea what to do with it. Miles, you can't accuse a girl with flowers in her hair. It's literally illegal. But I suppose we should see what the test results say first.
Miss Bound claims she doesn't know the first thing about making poison gas. I need to find a way to prove that she's lying.
You have to remove the flowers first or wait, no, not that. The flowers are fake.
Edgeworth speaking.
Watch her breakdown is gonna have like her roses wilt or something like that.
Sir, it's me! Is everything alright, Detective? Everybody's left the winter wing. It's just me here in here now. Which means I can tell you what we found out. He really shouldn't be sharing information about the investigation. But after the past week or so, it's not about to stop. I'm not about to stop him now.
What a surprise! Dick! Please call him Gumshoe.
The exhibits in there have all completely melted. All that's left is in the display cases is some stuff at the bottom. More of it in the tourist case than in the Gemini case, though. Describe this stuff for me if you can.
Her breakdown is the flower crown falling off to reveal a tiny rat controlling her Ratatouille style. That's why she was able to make these sculptures. Because I'm like, even though she has, you know, pictures of the sculptures, like, you still need to be talented to recreate that.
Yes, sir.
It's like a pale blue liquid. I had the lab run some tests just now. Because, like, if I were to make a cake, and I was looking at a reference, it'd wind up looking like the Alba cake. Because I'm just not skilled at it.
The sample from the tourist case just had a bunch of sugar in it. But the one from the Gemini case had 3 different substances in it. Which were sugar, salt, and blood.
Oh, thank you for the hydrate.
Blood?
Oh, thank you for taking a moment too. Let me stretch out. Ugh. Whew. God, I had one hell of a gamer stance. Can't imagine whose blood it could possibly be, but
I'll get it tested right away, sir. Please do, Detective. Oh, I also spoke over the radio with the forensics guy working the fountain room. He said he just got word that the sugar they found in the fountain matches the sugar in the pale blue liquid. I see. That might well prove to be a significant development.
Okay, yeah, let me take a look at that. Sugar composition matches that of sugar found in the pale blue liquid in R.D. Frost's room 18 years ago. Sugar detected in fountain water also seems to be a match. Okay.
Anything else to report, Detective? Yes, sir. We found one of those light-emitting devices here in the winter wing, too. There were a few of those being used in the autumn wing to disguise it as the winter wing, as I recall. Seems that the equipment from 18 years ago is more than just for show. I need to talk to Miss Scone about this. Anyhow, I'd better be getting back to it. I'll let you know as soon as we hear from the lab about that blood. Yes, thank you, Detective.
Was that Gummy? Seemed like he had a lot to say.
He did. And all of it very useful.
Thank you, Dick. Very cool. Stop calling him Dick! Call him Gumshoe!
If I'm going to prove that Miss Bound's claims about who could have set up the poison gas trap are false, I'll need to talk to a certain somebody else who was here 18 years ago. Miss Scone, I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may.
Of course, dear. Fire away.
Please, Gumshoe is his father. Call him Dick. Okay, I'll stop calling him Dick. His name is Richard, after all.
Anything for you, Milesy Smilesy and dear sweet little Tooth Decay.
Aw, that's cute. I'd appreciate it if that was the last time you called me Milesy Smilesy.
I'm not a fan of Tooth Decay either. I want to see something decay. Well, you'll just have to like it or lump it. I can't change a nickname once I've settled on it. Well, I guess we tried.
He came to this world as Dick, and by God, I'll call him Dick. Oi.
Don't say it like that.
What can you tell us about the various devices used to decorate the gallery's exhibits? There seem to be some pretty specialized items in use. Light-emitting devices, luminous fabrics.
Oh, I can tell you all about those, dearie. After all, I'm the one who gave them to Moody Judy. It was my way of saying sorry after I broke the rules all those years ago. I bought her 4 lovely new salt lamps, and I gave her the 4 pieces of luminous cloth I used for the contest. Wow, that's super generous of you. Well, us girls have to do our best, don't we? Not everybody understands, of course.
And better not be a dig at me, Delish. I told you how kind I thought that was.
Yes, back when you were a dear, sweet, and innocent baby boy. What happened to you, eh?
You haven't aged a single day.
Dear, sweet, innocent baby boy? Mr. Fender? Can't quite picture that, I have to say.
Fun translation fact. Since Miles is called Miles Kilometer Edgeworth, the Milesy Smilesy joke doesn't work outside of the States. Yeah, you're still going with the incorrectness of that. By God, he sticks with a bit. So these decorations, they're all the same as the ones you saw 18 years ago, correct? Yep. Salt lamps, glowing fabric, light-emitting doodads, the whole bit. There were 4 luminous cloths in use in the autumn wing. By God, when she's got a bit, she's gonna do it.
I'm not lying. Oh, it's in my bag somewhere, I'm sure of it.
What is she looking for?
That's not it. And that's not it.
That cloth looks familiar. Bit. I think if I were Bit, I would know about it. I can bite you. I can show you what it's like. She's looking for a gun. Gonna pull out a Glock and pop my ass. Maybe I should jog her memory with something so Miss Scone will tell us more. Miss Scone, you're something of a specialist. Get down, Mr. President! How might someone learn to make the poison gas that was used in the attack, Any ideas?
Well, any pharmacist who's ever handled Infesticide Ultra would know for a start. After all, it says it right there on the label. Do not mix with products containing ubiquium, ever.
But what about a layperson? It's unlikely they'd know, wouldn't you say?
I suppose so, yes. Well, not unless they'd had a nose through the Ultimate Cookbook anyway.
The prize from the contest 18 years ago.
The recipe for making Infesticide Ultra, along with that not mixing with ubiquium bit, is in there, you know.
Okay, yeah, so that's why Judy would know about it. Because she has the cookbook. So you're familiar with the contents of the book?
Oh, yes, dear. I know it inside out.
I had a feeling.
Because I work for the Tangaroa group, you see. We're the company behind Cold Killer X. I'm sure you've heard of it.
Cold Killer X fights back sniffles and sneezes with ease, apparently. The man from 18 years ago.
The Sammy Poople, and after Sammy Poople was found guilty, the company took custody of the book. But they only grant their most trusted people access to it, of course.
Which means Moscone is one of these elites, I suppose. Okay, let's see. Guess I'll start from here. Have you read the Ultimate Cookbook, Moscone? I mean, she kind of just said that... Oh, okay.
Of course I have. I'm a pharmacist, you know. Even if I do wear a big pink hat. I think it's cool you're a pharmacist. Well, so do I, dearie. So do I. Aren't you a sweetheart, my little tooth decay?
Since when were you interested in pharmaceuticals?
The man behind the slaughter. Shh! I'm working my magic, Mr. Edgeworth. Buttering her up so she'll do what I want. Anyway, Miss Scone, Delicia, I was wondering if you could maybe... No, how many times, you cheeky little imp? Once your name's decided, I can't change it. Dang. So much for the sneaky approach.
What kind of great thief am I? Not a very good one.
Oh, you really do carry some cute rubbish around with you, don't you, Milesy Smiles?
Yeah, you're the one that did that, didn't you?
What could I do? What I could do is cover it in whipped cream for you, then sprinkle a bit...
There'll be no need for that, thank you, Miss Scone.
Who knew you can make a lamp out of rock salt? Of course you can, dear. You wouldn't want to get it wet, but it's fireproof and ever so sturdy. Sturdy enough to make for a surprisingly good murder weapon, in fact. Yeah.
We know that the bulb in this lamp probably broke because it was used in the murder. But then, what happened to the other one?
Big news in DMs, Banoy. Oh, what? Let me see. Level 9, EXP 999. Holy crap. 9 people. 9 doors, 9 hours, 9 levels, 999 EXP. Holy crap. That's insane. Big if true. Huge. Ginormous even. Okay, you have anything else you react to, lady? Oh, look at that! A picture of silly old me.
That's right. You seem to have caught the artist's eye.
You mean lovely Loris? Oh my god, I can't. You mean lovely Lori Lambkin? I'll have to have a word with him and say thanks.
Well, I'll be glad to introduce you.
And there's the evil smirk.
Okay. What about my...
Hold on, that badge of yours, it's not the same as Greggy Peglegs.
That's right. My father was a defense attorney. I took a different path.
Oh, I see. It's like that, is it? Well, I suppose it's to be expected at your age, dearie. She's acting like I'm a teenager. But once you've grown up a bit, I'm sure you'll start to appreciate your old man a little more. He's like in his 30s, isn't he?
Girl. Oh, right. We can't see his profile.
Everyone goes through a little rebellious phase. Lord knows I had mine.
Elio, you are a teen from her point of view. True. True. I see some adults as kids. My career path is not the result of some adolescent phase, Miss Scone.
Even Manfred. Gregory was young to her. Even Manfred. Jeez, the fact that Manfred was young to her too, that's insane. Okay, yeah, she's not reacting to any of this. You had a piece of fabric like this in your bag, did you not, Miss Scone? Albeit a somewhat grimier one. Big words when you're 202. She probably spanked Big Man Von Karma because he took a cookie without asking. Or because he's just a bitch like that. I was very worried where that conversation was gonna go for a second. Grimy? How rude. You won't get people to cooperate with your little investigation like that, young man. Shall I call it a dish towel then? Perhaps you used it to wipe up some sort of spillage. A spillage, he says. The cheek! That's a piece of highly specialized luminous cloth. Oh, I probably shouldn't have told you that. I'm unsure of why you were worried, Benoy. Don't worry about it. I think I'd like to know a little more about this highly specialized luminous cloth, if you don't mind. Why didn't you want me to know you had a piece of luminous cloth in your bag? So, is there a ship community for Skonex Dick? It feels plausible. What's your fan fiction? What you got cooking up in your head, Seven? Oh, well, I suppose there's no point in hiding it now, is there? If you must know, I fished it out of the fountain. It was right before they called me into the autumn wing. So, Larry's sketch of Miss Scone is of when she was trying to receive the call. That reminded me. I was going through some old emails, right? Like some emails I haven't logged into for forever because like I was trying to see if I had connected my account to any of my emails for Infinity Nikki. And the very day I logged into that, today, I saw someone left me a kudo on one of my old-ass One-Bit Heart fanfictions today. And I'm like, talk about timing for me to log into this. What the heck? You like Scone Dick? I don't got to fiction. I know basically nothing about this setting, but Dick and Scone give off the right vibes for doofus husband ex-mastermind wife. I wouldn't say Scone's a mastermind. I feel like they're two idiots of the same hole, if you know what I mean. They're kind of like Cosmo and Wanda, I'd say. Emails. But yeah, it surprised me because I was going through like, you know, my spam email and all that, and they're like, someone left you a kudos, and wait, that happened today? Now you're gonna read it to us, right? No, I'm not reading my fanfic. That's too embarrassing. You need to pay me for that. I ain't doing that. Yeah, mastermind in the sense of thinks she's a mastermind and doofus follows along. Cosmo and Wanda? That's the comparison you thought was not doofus husband ex mastermind wife? Yeah, they're literally representative of the don't link that. they're representative of the two idiots. Two holes are the same idiot trope. Wait, when are you reading your fanfic on stream? I am not reading my fanfic on stream. Wanda is way smarter than Cosmo Elliot. She is still an idiot, though. Yeah, but she's still staying silly. Cosmo doesn't get himblified till later seasons, nor does Wanda. Not the same idiot. Benoy, I would think that you know by now that you shouldn't threaten the community that gives you money for breathing with reading a fanfic for money. You guys would not. No. No. Let me see. At first, I thought it was one of the ones I'd given Nerdy Judy. One of the 4 you'd given to the gallery, correct? Exactly. But all 4 were being used in the autumn wing, weren't they? So I realized. New subathon goal. It must be the one that went missing all those years ago. Set the goal. I am not. Unfortunately. I mean, it was for the last subathon. You guys could have made me read my fan fiction, but we didn't reach that goal, so it's too bad. That's too bad. I'd already had my infesticide ultra pinched and used to make poison gas. If one of my cloths turned out to have been used in some sort of dastardly deed too, well, I was gonna look guilty as sin, wasn't I? So I kept it hidden in my bag and hoped for the best. Elio, the subathon was stopped due to unforeseen circumstances, not cause we failed. $400 and we make Elio's ears blow off out of embarrassment. Crazy if true. I see. It does feel good to get it off my chest though. Stress is no good for the complexion. So, the cloth that disappeared 18 years ago. The one that the victim was wrapped in. Okay, you drive a hard bargain. $4,000, take it or leave it. I'll take it. Next subathon needs the past goals to be fair. I mean, I try and keep some of them. Just happens to reappeared in the fountain at the same time as the body. Alright, I think, was that everything for her? Gotcha. Give me a few months. Got nothing new? I do this for you, chat. 18 duodecillion is the lowest I'll go. You drive a hard bargain, but I guess I'm gonna have to take it. Okay, do I have anything that I can connect? No. Okay. Oh god, why is it suddenly really hot in here? Hold on. 18 Brazilian is my absolute limit. Now, let me get some water. It's super hot in here all of a sudden. Ugh. Okay, we got some new stuff. Or, oh, I guess we don't. Does Eddie have anything new? Oh, looks like he does. $18 Venezuelan is all I have. Tell me, Fender, what kind of person is Miss Bound? Huh? Wait a minute. Don't tell me you got a thing for a monster. I do not. Chill. I'm just yanking your chain. Anyway, what can I say about dudes? Well, she's a real brave trooper for one. 18 duodecillion dollars is about 25 times more than the current global GDP. What? Dang. I'm gonna be a duodecillionaire. I'm gonna be rich. What else do you call someone who waits around for 18 old years like she has for Samson? Even after his extended family kicked her out of this place. What? They threw her out? Yep. Judes wasn't technically part of the family, so there was nothing she could do. She had nothing. Nobody. And no job after Samson took the field. So she had no choice but to take what he taught her and make her own way in showbiz. She's retired from all that now, though. Yes. Why did she retire? She'd finally made enough to buy the old place back. She even got the ultimate cookbook back from the Tangaroa group after they basically stole it. Huh. That is a lot of O's. Damn. I guess this place and everything to do with it was all she ever cared about. So, she just wanted it back. All of it. Oh, is that 25 O's? Is that why it has the 25?
Vendor seems very sympathetic to Miss Bound's plight. But from a less charitable perspective, she has, in a way, taken everything of Mr. Tangaroa's for herself.
Oh, welcome back, Moggy! Big brother, I return. Welcome back!
See, was there anything? Nope, nothing else. That,
I think that gave me a thing, right? Yes, it did. I think we're getting close.
The Ultimate Cookbook contained instructions on how to create the poison gas. And the current owner of that book is none other than Miss Judy Bound.
Damn, for that money, I'd write my immortal 2 to 25. No way! You mean...
I'm afraid I do. Miss Bound would have been perfectly capable of setting up the gas trap. Finally, we can prove that she's been lying to us.
Alright, Judy, you're in trouble, but you're hot, so it's okay. I'll get you out. I'm gonna get you out of here. Wait, huh? Oh, did I submit the cookbook?
What kinds of pharmaceutical recipes? Oh. Okay, so that's not gonna do anything. This lift cart, I heard it was in use 18 years ago, too.
That's right. It was in another room earlier until I brought it here. Yeah, give her a present. I'm gonna get you out of here and put you in jail. It's very useful for moving large, heavy objects around.
But why is it wet? Was it used to carry something wet?
Yeah, something from the fountain.
Oh my! Is that me? Yes, it was painted by the so-called artist over there.
It's wonderfully drawn. Would you mind if I kept it?
I'm sorry, Miss Bound. I'm afraid it's an important piece of evidence.
Oh, I see. That's a shame. Why did he think that instead of asking? Does he have cheese for brains?
I suppose Larry's charm is something of a talent if he can impress a gallery owner with sketches like these.
Okay, so nothing else here. Okay. I think we're gonna end here for now with Miles Edgeworth. Miles Areno. I'm gonna go offline so that I can record some stuff. I might be back when I'm done, depending on how long I am doing that. But if not, this will be it for today. Thanks for the stream, no problem. You can go, he's leaving. Yep, I'm leaving. Panic chat, yep. He's running away from the fanfic read, yep. I wasn't given $18 decillion. No fanfic reading for you guys. Hopefully no one actually donated. I would feel bad if I went offline if someone donated. But anyway, yeah. I might be back after I'm done recording. But we shall see. I am not leaving because you smell, Moggy. Don't worry. I've just been up for a bit. 5 hours almost. But yeah. I think the recording shouldn't take too long, I think. So I'll probably be back. So I'll see you guys. You do not smell. You do not smell. Surely someone donated $18 decillion and it just integer overflowed the donation system so hard it hit the far lands. Damn. Tragic. Well, if it didn't reach me, it doesn't count. With your nose, yes. Anyway, I'll see you guys later, okay? Bye-bye.